Hello, this is bitch number 2 starting. I'm starting because this is a very serious episode in which bitch number 1 is going to be put on notice. She's been bad. She's been very bad. The last podcast that we did, where we were talking about never going back, she went back. She lied. She's a liar. She's not a liar. So, with that, I'm going to hand it over to bitch number 1, and she can explain herself.
Well, that put me on the spot, didn't it? Hey everybody, welcome to episode 7 of Two Bitches on a Bench. Not sure what we'll title this one yet.
Never going back, second try.
Never going back, second try. There you have it. So I wasn't prepared for the fact that bitch number 2 was going to start us out today, and I had prepared to start with a question about karma.
Okay.
So you know me and how I woo-woo and believe in all of that kind of karma. What goes around comes around. Everything happens for a reason, blah, 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 blah. So with respect to karma, okay, how do I word this? Do you think that, oh, by the way, what river are we on today?
Elbow.
We're on the Elbow River today for a change of sceneries. Anyway, okay. When bad things happen to people, do you believe that it's their karma? That it's karma's a bitch kind of thing?
I don't know, because it depends, because we've said this to each other lots of times. Why does this happen to us? We're good people, we're whatever, we're this, we're that. So, I don't know, is that our karma? Or
does it come to us from another lifetime? If we were bad people in a previous life, do we get our karma back in this life?
I don't know. I have no idea. Doesn't it start fresh?
I don't know. Okay, so then here's my other question. Because it's not that I'm a vindictive person.
No, we're not vindictive. We just enjoy. We have very much Schadenfreude, where we enjoy people suffering.
Deservedly.
Deservedly.
If that is that a word?
Yeah.
Deservedly. Okay, so here's a hypothetical. Okay?
Yes.
So if someone has done you wrong, let's say,
Okay.
and you have it in your power to
Screw them over?
okay, sure, that's yeah. I'm just gonna let you lead this today.
Yeah, let's not mince words here.
Do you do it, or are you afraid of getting karma back?
I would say for the most part, I wouldn't do it
Because you're afraid of karma
well,
back?
that's not really even, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's just not really my choice to do that, I guess.
Really?
Well, I think about it, and I dream about it, but yeah, maybe there's the underlying thing of, well, I don't want this to come back at me.
Okay, so then, now that you've said that part about you think about it or dream about it,
You've got to face the microphone when you're talking to it.
if you dream about it and you think about it, is that any different than doing something? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's different than just thinking about it, but if you actually go out of your way to do something to destroy, to have the ability to do something wrong to somebody, then I would say that that's different than just thinking about it.
Okay, so then, you know how if you wish for something, you read those posts and stuff where if you wish for something long enough and hard enough, you get it?
Mm-hmm.
What about in that context?
Well, then that would be karma on them.
But is it going to be karma coming back
No,
on you
because
for
you're not
thinking
doing
of
it. No.
Okay, so is it only the act of doing? And
I
not
would say
thinking?
it's only the act of doing, I would think.
Okay. Okay. Well, I just wanted to
Okay.
what you thought on that.
Okay.
Get a ball. Kitten. Happy Catter Day. Okay, so what do I have to do?
Well, you have to explain what you've done.
Well, I don't really know exactly what I did.
Okay, well, we had a conversation last week about not going back. And guess what? Muff number 1 over here went back. And it was clear. And then earlier this week, Muff number 1 was all ooh about something that had happened, because guess what? She got screwed over again. For what time are we at now? Definitely over 100. And it's the same thing again of, well, I'm not going back. Well, what makes it any different? How is it any different? Which is the exact same thing that I asked you at the last podcast.
Well, okay, let me clarify for just a second. I didn't go back.
Well, you did, because you said that you weren't, yes, you did, because you were in correspondence with this person.
Well, it wasn't my choice.
Well, yes, it was, because you could have, I said to you, block this person, delete them from your number, or delete their number from your phone, block them from wherever is possible, but you refuse to do that. And it's as simple as you going and getting a new phone number. But there's always a reason why. And so this is why I don't believe you when you say, I'm not going back, which is also why I called you a liar from the last podcast, because I personally have heard this so many times.
Apparently I'm a liar. I'm not a liar. Liar's pretty strong. It's kind of harsh.
Okay.
It's a little harsh when someone's beat up and down.
Well, you're beat up and down by your own accord.
I leave my Accord out of this.
Her Honda Accord.
Oh, I don't have a Honda Accord. Let's be clear on that.
Okay, anyway.
Okay. So,
as you can see, I don't have a lot of patience, and I don't have a lot of sympathy. I don't have a lot of empathy for this situation, because we've been down this road so many times. So this may be coming across as harsh, and if you people don't like it, meh. But that's just me.
Harsh bitch number 2. Okay. So, yes, I know exactly what I need to do. And I have said to you that I will show you and I will prove to you, and I know that it's going to take a lot of time.
Well, and my question is, how are you going to show me? How are you going to prove to me? Because it's what I said to you during the last podcast even. What makes this time different? And you said, well, it's just different. But yet you went back again. So I propose that question to you again. How is this time a week later different? And how are you going to show me?
Okay, well, I don't know how I'm going to show you. I guess that part I don't know. This time now, I feel what word am I looking for? I feel like a chump. There you go.
A chimp?
Not a chimp.
Oh.
I look like a chimp. I feel like a chump. Okay?
Okay.
Stop discussing my hairy body.
Would you care to elaborate on your chumpiness?
That's CHUMP.
Not chimpiness.
Well, doesn't a chump mean that you're kind of an idiot and you're stupid?
I don't know. I don't know that that's exactly what it means.
Can you Google that word?
Yes, I'm going to do it right now.
Okay. Hang in there, people. She's going to Google that word.
Chump.
Chump. As we sit on the, well, we're not on the river per se. We are overlooking the river.
A foolish or easily deceived person. Yep, you're a chump.
Don't mince words.
Chump.
Okay.
You're going to be chump number 1 and I'm going to be bitch number 2. From now on. This is the Chump and Bitch show. Ooh, I like it.
Excellent. So, I guess for me, I I'd like to think that I'm smarter than that.
Yep.
I'd like to think that I'm more intelligent than that. And I know intelligence and smarter is almost the same word, but intelligent is very intelligent. It's the difference between an office worker and a lawyer.
That's rude.
Well, no, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, it's the difference between you and me, okay? Because I'm smart and you're intelligent because you have all this background knowledge and stuff, books and movies and historia and all that kind of stuff. And you talk about things and I don't know what the hell you're talking about, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, I want to be, I want to believe that I'm smarter than that. I want to believe that I'm worth more than that.
Well, you want to believe, but you don't. Well, you say you want to believe. You're not saying, I believe. There's a difference.
I'd like to think.
No. You're saying, I want to believe, but
Yes.
you should be saying, I believe. There's a difference.
Well, I don't know how to make that differentiation.
Okay.
When I am at home by myself and I have time to think, okay, this crossed my mind the other day too, yesterday I think, while I was thinking about this. And you had said to me the other day about, just a minute, I lost the thought. Oh, yeah, you had harshly said to me, and I don't think it was on the podcast, I think it was when we were walking, and you had said to me, what is it? Is it an ego thing for you?
Oh, yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, you did. And that bothered me. It bothered me that you said that.
Well, is it?
No. And I realized last night what it was. And it was, I didn't want to be alone.
Right.
That's what it was.
Well,
So it wasn't.
that's kind of an ego thing.
Is it?
Kind of.
Well, how?
Well, it's you get validation from somebody else that when you're with somebody else when you're not alone. Being with somebody somehow validates something.
Oh, I guess maybe it's.
You were bothered by the word ego. Your ego got in the way of the word ego.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It bothered me a lot, and I had to dig deep for that one to make sure that wasn't exactly what it was. Oh, hold on. Wolfington's Post is offering his 2 cents worth today. Okay, back to this. So, yes, I was very bothered by the word ego. I had to dig deep for it because I needed to be.
Well, I'm not,
sure
and
that-
I'm not going to apologize for that, just so you know.
I don't expect you to. I'm going to tell you, though, that it bothered me. I don't expect an apology. It got to me, though, and that was good because it made me think. And it made me think really hard about what all of it was. And it was because I didn't want to be alone, even though I am alone. So,
Well,
really, it didn't make a lot of sense. But I get it now. And if I think about it, okay, I was doing what I was doing because I didn't want to be alone, but really I was alone anyway. So what difference does it make?
well,
I'm getting the hold on finger. Not the finger, but the hold on finger. One moment, please, while we are looking for something.
okay, well, I was looking for, oh, here we go. I'm looking for a quote, which I knew it was a Marilyn Monroe quote, but I've actually come across a couple, which is very funny because she was one of the people who was very publicly alone, but the one that I was looking for was, it's better to be unhappy alone than unhappy with someone. And then there's this other one that I came across, that a smart girl leaves before she is left. I don't know, that's just kind of,
I like those.
yeah,
Can you send those to me?
sure,
That'd be great.
yeah. Yes, so that's just, yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you to put your therapeutical hat on. And I'm not going to ask you what I should do with respect to the get a new phone number, the actual materialistic things of what to do. I'm asking you now, in your opinion, what do I do? For my own headspace and my own psyche. Put it that way.
I don't know what to tell you, because you have the option of just blocking everything and deleting any possible apps that this person can get a hold of you on. So then you wouldn't have to get a new number.
Okay, but sorry.
So that would be my one thing, but that's been a very, very easy option. You could do that at any point in the day, and you haven't. The other part of it is you get a new phone number, but it's still up to you to not give out that phone number. And you got a new phone number last November and you still gave that away. So it's you. You're the person who's got to make the decision that it's just not going to happen anymore.
Okay, but that's not what I asked.
What did you ask them?
I said, what, in your opinion, do you think I need to do? Not the material stuff of new phone number, deleting apps, blah, blah, blah. For my own headspace. What did you do? You went through a huge thing last summer.
I completely separated myself from anything and everything that was possibly a deterrent. I got myself a new phone number.
Is that how you came through your headspace then? Yeah, that must be Heritage Park.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I think so, because I got rid of Facebook for a long time, and what I did was I took all the pictures, I took everything off of Facebook. If there was a cute picture of me with somebody that I didn't want to have that memory of, I would just crop myself out, keep the cute picture of myself. And that was very, I don't know, that was
therapeutic.
Yeah. And then I think doing a big, gigantic, grand gesture of removing myself from all of that, that's what needed to be done.
Okay. And I guess maybe for you that's easier because you were, and no, I don't mean it that way. I mean it because you were in the same city as me.
Okay. Explain this to me. These are people that I knew. These are people that I had relationships with going back 10 plus years that I saw all the time. This was my social group. You're telling me that it was easier for me to go and completely cut myself off from an entire group of people that I had cultivated this long-term relationship with, instead of somebody like where you're at, where the only thing is your only means of communicating is by phone.
Okay, I didn't mean it to sound that it was easier that way. I meant...
Well, but I don't understand what you're saying, how that's easier. All you have to do is remove them from your phone. That's all you have to do.
Okay, what I meant by that was there's the act of physically removing yourself from someone. Okay, how do I explain it? The act of physically removing yourself from people is a very grand gesture, and that would be a very huge statement to yourself, from yourself, right? Like it
wasn't grand. It wasn't grand to myself. It was very. Well, it was. The idea of doing it was hard, but I got to the point where I had had enough, and enough time had just gone by where some of them had been so horrible, and I hadn't talked to them, that I was able to just cut out the rest of them.
Okay.
So I hit my limit of I'm done with you people, and then it just worked out perfectly that a short time later I got a completely new cell phone number. So they weren't able to find me. I mean, they were, because they know where I live, but that also kind of it wasn't, I think in your head, I think for you, because we're similar this way, that you see it as some sort of dramatic gesture on a drama show. And it wasn't like that. For me, it wasn't like that. It was what I needed to do. I had had enough. I'd hit my limit. And I just did what I needed to do. The result of it was very grand, for sure, but it's not like the actual process of it was me in some sort of flowing cape and being like, I'm done with all of you people. And then, you know, walking out in some sort of blaze of glory. I'm very, very good at just disappearing. I have a very good way of just being able to make myself disappear. And I just did that. And I had done that before with these people, but this time it was
the final straw.
It was the final, and I don't look back. If I see them on the street, I avoid them, though. And then I mock them from across the street, going, oh my God, look at how...
Okay. So I guess my thing of, like, talking about... What are you doing? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm waiting for you to spill out your malarkey.
Sheesh. I guess what I was trying to get at is... Okay, I'm kind of a drama queen.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it would be, I would take great satisfaction in being able to slam the door in someone's face over...
Yeah, but then you'd feel bad after.
Would I?
Yeah.
If I got to a point, would I? Because I have done that in the past and didn't feel bad about it.
Mm-hmm. So, what you're telling me, what I'm hearing is, well, I'm waiting for the perfect opportunity for me to be able to do a grand gesture. So until I can do that, it's just gonna be status quo.
Why do you make me sound like a dunce?
I don't think using the word status quo makes you a dunce.
No.
Unless you say status quo or something.
I didn't mean the words, I meant the tone. Make me sound like an airhead. The look I just got is, you are an airhead. Okay.
Well, to me, this is going to come across as harsh, everybody, but going through 7 years of this.
It's not 7.
It's 7.
Oh, okay, anyway.
Has been exhausting. And when you know that you're right, and you're right for so long, and then you get the brunt of, that's exhausting. So if this comes across as harsh, there's a little insight as to why. I'm also not much of a, oh, you poor thing, oh, you poor thing, oh, what can I, that's not my style. So,
it's true.
Oh, crap. Now I don't know where I was going with that. What was I saying?
You said it was going to come across as harsh. You're not the type to be soft.
That to me, this just sounds like excuses of why you're staying in this. That's what it sounds like to me. You're trying to find justification. You want to talk to me about this because you know that I'm going to be harsh, and you're hearing all the things that you know are true, that you already know. You want to hear it harshly, but you want to see if there is some way that you can make a justification where I'm going to go, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. You're not going to be able to do a grand gesture by just deleting an app, so you should just continue on.
No. That last part, no. Maybe the part of, I want to talk to you about it because I know that you'll be harsh and you won't mince words and you won't be softy gooey and you won't be, oh, it's okay, everybody makes mistakes.
Well, this is a big mistake.
I need to hear how stupid I am.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to say stuff like that.
Why?
I'm going to say words that hopefully make you feel stupid, but I'm not actually going to say that you're an idiot. But you are an idiot. But
you're not going to say it.
a monk. But the fact is, we have had this conversation so many times. You've had your meltdowns so many times, and this is like a bad remake of Groundhog Day.
Okay,
Do I get to be Bill Murray?
that's a movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never seen that movie.
Well, it's where it's Groundhog Day, and something happens, and he keeps having to relive the same Groundhog Day over and over and over until he learns something new and then makes a change. So he keeps living the exact same day over and over and over and over and over until it's up to him and he makes the necessary changes. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
So potentially I should watch that movie?
Yeah. It's been like 15 years since I've seen that movie, but that's the gist of it. I don't really remember what happens, and I don't remember the reasoning as to why. I don't remember the moral of the story, like the specific plot points, but that's the gist of the film.
Well, I think that I've had my what word? I reached a breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
Must you answer in that tone?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know in this situation that one would say I've had an epiphany. I don't know that it's... What are you laughing at?
No, keep talking. Keep talking.
Oh my lord, she's rooting through her bag.
Yeah,
Not
because I
paying
had a thought.
attention.
No.
Oh lord, she had another thought. This means I'm in trouble again. We're still...
Keep going.
I've reached a breaking point. I guess it goes back to the I'm smarter than that, and I'm worth more than that, and I guess if I took myself out of the situation and if I was hearing somebody else talk about it, I'd be pretty vocal. You know that in stuff like that I go off on a really long tangent about shite.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Woofington's Post offered his 2 cents worth as well. I'm struggling for a word. I'm looking for a word.
And what is that? What?
Well, it's
What are
not,
you trying to explain?
It's not an epiphany. It's a something else. An epiphany to me is a good thing.
I'm trying to... Well, why isn't this a good thing?
Well, I mean an epiphany for me is more based around a good event.
Well, why isn't this, you getting yourself out of this, a good event?
Well, it is, but
You don't get to raise your voice at me, lady.
Lady isn't raising her voice at you.
left. It's pretty much done.
That's raising a voice.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find, I think we talked about this before, but it's the Oprah quote about when the universe is trying to give you signs, and first it'll start off as little things. Little things, you know, the feeling in your gut. And then it'll become something a little bit bigger if you don't listen. And then something a little bit bigger when you don't listen. Then even bigger. Then even bigger, to the point that if you haven't listened, it's going to hit you over the head like a brick. So is that what you're...
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I've been hit over the head.
Yeah.
With a brick.
Yeah.
And if I... Ooh, it's hot. If I take time to actually think about everything and think about the length of time and events and I guess that's what all of those events were. Those were those points in that quote, which I'd be interested to see if you find it. And then the latest shite was the brick. And I kind of I went, WTF? What the fuck have I been doing? How much time have I wasted?
Mm-hmm.
As you say, 7 years?
At least.
7 years. And for what? To feel like a doofus. To feel like a chump.
Chump.
I think that's a very good descriptive word.
You're a chump.
Thank you.
You've been a chump.
I am a chump. I'll admit it, I am a chump. And now I need to...
Into the microphone.
And now I need to fix it. I can't get the time back, clearly. But I need to, I don't know if I want to say I need to make up for time.
It's not about making up for time, but you need to build up your self whatever again, and your boundaries of what you're not going to allow, because you've set the precedent. Based on this, you've set the precedent that anybody can do anything to you, and that it's fine. You're still going to be there. They're just going to continue to take, call you names, do whatever, manipulate, ask you for stuff like money, and that it's going to be fine, because you'll still be there.
I don't know what to say.
That was what we call a mic drop.
Okay, so if we could one more time go back to the question, because you know me and you know what I'm like.
Yeah. I don't know. Were you going to ask me what you should do?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because you're going to find a way. Because you could do this today. You could delete everything. I say to you, delete WhatsApp. Yeah, but I talked to this person and this person, this person on WhatsApp. You can't block people on WhatsApp?
I don't know.
You can't delete the app and find some other way to correspond with your family?
Yeah, I probably can.
You can't, so that's up to you. And then it goes the other way too, that even if you were to get a new phone number, that's up to you to make the decision that you're not going to do this anymore. Because you have the protection of not living in the same country, not having any interaction with this person aside from on the phone. So I don't know what to tell you, because to me it's simple, but obviously it's not simple for you, because otherwise you would have done it.
And I'm not trying to make justification or anything for this.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to say that, and you know this, it's hard when you're the one who's in it.
Yeah, of course it is, but it's just really funny how last week you said to me that you apologized for how you were with me last year and blah, 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 blah. And the theme is similar, the circumstances were different. And it was me needing to physically remove myself from 10 people that I had basically grown up with. Whereas for you, it's one person who's wasted 10 years of your life.
We went from 7 to 10 pretty quick.
That's wasted 7 years of your life, that all you need to do is just block them.
Well, you make me sound stupid.
No, I don't. I'm making it sound simple because it is. But this is what I said to you, is it sounds like you're trying to find justifications and you're trying to find excuses as to why you can't. So if you're making justifications and you're making excuses, then it's not going to work, regardless of if you block them or if you get a new phone number. Right? Because the control is in you.
Yeah.
The control is in you being able to go, you know what, I'm done, I'm going to block. But even if you block them, you can still unblock them. So it needs to be you making that decision of, I'm not doing this anymore.
So I guess it's part of that that addictive nature in me It's no different than sugar.
Yeah.
It's a chemical imbalance.
Well, the sugar is an actual chemical thing, though. This is ego and not wanting to be alone and not wanting whatever.
Well, there was a post on Instagram yesterday, and it was welcoming September, and the person who posted it, something about new month, new start, something to that effect. And I had put a comment on it about I needed a new start. Like I said to her, perfect post, because I needed a new start. And she replied and she said she needed some sparkle too. And I guess maybe that's what it is. I need some sparkle.
What is sparkle, though?
Change from humdrum. I want to be careful what I say, because the last time that I said I need a shake-up, I got a shake-up and it was not a good shake-up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to say that again. Sorry. I guess I just need to reevaluate I'm struggling for words today. I need to reevaluate my whole, not self-worth. Help me with words. You're usually good at.
I don't know what you're. Because I would say reevaluate your life, your life choices.
My life choices. Yes, I do. I need to reevaluate, and I guess I need to change my day-to-day stuff. I got into habits, and I got into comfort zones, good or bad.
Bad.
I'm talking overall. And I guess I need to make changes in that regard. And maybe I start with simple things too, to add to it, that, I don't go to the office at 6 o'clock in the morning. I spend some time on me. I work out for me. I put some more time into me. And I had sent you a couple of pictures yesterday that I had found when I was going through old drawing stuff. I don't even remember drawing them. Thanks. I don't remember drawing them, and I looked at them and was shocked that I had that ability that many years ago. That was 3.5 years ago. And all of that's been kind of squashed.
Okay, but you've said that before too.
I know.
Where you're not going into the office at ungodly hours anymore. You're not doing this, you're not doing that. I'm going to draw again. I'm going to make food. I'm going to do this. And you don't. So...
What's the difference? That's what you're getting at? Well, I'm looking for a little encouragement here.
Well, you know that I'm going to give you encouragement, but you also know that I'm not going to waste my energy when... What is it called? An asshole. When you want the opinion, when somebody asks for your opinion and then they don't take it because it's not what they want to hear. Same sort of thing.
And what? I'm sorry.
It's an asshole.
Asshole.
But yeah, I'm not gonna. Of course, I'm going to support you on anything that's good like this. However, if you're going to make a change for like 2 days and then you're going to go back to those exact same things, I'm shrugging right now. And at the same time, Woofington's post just slammed his head against bitch one's stomach. I think he's exhausted by this conversation.
You guys are so dramatic.
But I mean, that is my question, which you can't. Maybe that's the thing, is what you need to explore is, how are you going to prove it? And I'm not saying to me, I'm saying to you, how are you going to prove it that this is actually it? That this has what's made it This is why it's different. And you need to figure out why it is different.
Well, I know that I feel different.
Okay.
My emotions are different. My
Yeah, but emotions change. Emotions change second to second even. So who's to say that, 28 minutes from now that you're not going, oh, well, I kind of miss getting an afternoon message. I'm just going to message.
because that part of it is where the stubborn part of me has kicked in as well, and I don't do that. I will admit I did it in the past.
Even as recent as a week ago?
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's been longer, much longer than that.
All right.
And I guess maybe that's my one positive in all of this is I'm stubborn.
Yeah.
And I don't forget anything.
Mm-hmm. No, she doesn't.
And now all of this, everything has built up. And it's all everything from how many ever years ago has come to the forefront, and it's like, what the fuck was I doing? Excuse my language.
This is our first summer trip.
Yeah, what Whiffington's post said.
It's all sitting right here, and I'm filled with anger, and I'm filled with rage, and I'm filled with despise.
So how I felt, 6.5 years ago.
Yes.
I've always been a trendsetter.
Yes, and I've always lagged far behind you. And I think that's what it is. And then my stubbornness in me, I waited too long, but now I'm stubborn. And now it's, okay, I have to fix this, and I have to be the one not to put up with this shit anymore. And I'm not going to be treated like garbage. Don't give me stink eye. I'm getting stink eye.
I'm not giving you stink eye.
What is that?
It's just sunny out. And there's a little bit of in there.
Well, you know I'm stubborn.
Yeah, no, I know. You still bring up stuff that I said eons ago.
Yeah.
Or mood.
But the point I'm trying to make is I'm at that point now. I'm at that point where F you.
Alright.
She's looking at me with disbelief. And
No,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It's not disbelief, it's just, okay.
So I need to fix me,
Yes.
and in turn all of that will flow, and it will eliminate the situation.
Hopefully. Well, I just hope that all of this isn't for naught again. Where all of your feelings and all of this isn't just going to go away based on words that don't mean anything.
I don't believe in words from that person anymore. I have no faith, I have no trust, I have nothing in words. They're just words to me. It's garbage.
Okay.
So, is there anything else you'd like to close me off with?
You're a chump. And a chimp. But let's go from less chump, more chimp.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I would label myself as a chump.
Yeah, you need to be more chimp.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your bluntness.
Anytime.
I know. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in again to Two Bitches on a Bench, aka
The Chump and the Bitch.
Yeah.
The Chump and Bitch Show.
The Chump and Bitch Show, with guest appearance by at Whiffington's Post. And we will talk to you again next time, preferably on a different subject.
Mm-hmm.
Happy long weekend, everybody. It's Labor Day. It's not Labor Day, but it's Labor Day weekend. Happy last long weekend of summer. And we will reconvene soon.
Bye.
Bye.